Hey everybody, how's it going? I'm just starting this thing. Welcome to STCPod, the Start to Continue podcast. As usual, my co-host putting me through another round of passive-aggressive trials and tribulations. He is making me wait yet again, but I see my good pal Dean is in the chat, so I thought I'd come on and say hello to you. Dean, Round 2 Gaming, good to see you. He says congrats on passing the 300 episode mark. Thanks, Dean. It's good to hear from you, buddy. I hope things are going well for you, all things considering. Welcome to Start to Continue, the STC Pod. This is a podcast where me and my pal Joe, as you can see right here, Joe, oh, he's not here yet, where we discuss whatever has been happening with us, current events, what we've been watching, what we've been playing. We break down everything that's been happening, and normally it turns into a big brouhaha and a battle of wits and muscles. I don't know. It goes where it goes. It's a free form podcast where it goes wherever it goes. It's not necessarily about music, not necessarily about games, television. It just does what it does. I like it most when we get into Joe's history, when he lets us get there, but often he doesn't let us go there. Or he'll give us a little glimmer of hope that he's going to talk about it, and then he pulls it away instantly like that. Anyways, you are watching, like I said, STC Pod. If you're watching it on YouTube, it is we record the podcast on YouTube just for ease of use, but otherwise this podcast does get published to everywhere where you get your podcasts retrieved from. So you got your Google, you got your Spotify, Apple, of course, Stitcher, which is now part of Sirius. It's all out there. But if you're lucky enough to catch it on the night we record, you get to see it live on YouTube, which is what we are doing right now. And if you're in the chat, feel free to say hi. I'm going to be the guy that'll read the chat and say hi back to you. If Joe ever gets on, he might be upset with chat. I don't know. He's very moody. It's very difficult to gauge what he's thinking or where he's going to place a comment in his heart, whether it will incite anger or incite love. Oh, that's all the interesting things you have to watch for with an STC podcast right now. So if you're in the chat, hey, it's just me right now, so give me something to riff on, and I'll talk to you, because we're just waiting for Joe. Last I heard, I gave him a heads up an hour ago. I said, don't forget, I'll see you tonight. And then he said, he actually responded, which was good. He said, yes. You know, that's his way of saying how difficult it is to get this guy, you know, on the air. And then I've waited. Where are we at? What time? 9:15. So 4 minutes ago, I had to text again. This is what he loves. This. He loves being the big star in the trailer that the production assistant has to bang on the door and excuse me, sir. Excuse me, we're ready for you if you're ready. Oh, I'm not ready yet. Okay, I'll come back in 10 minutes. Yeah, come back in 10 minutes. And so that's what he loves. That's what he loves. And then he wrote back saying, just finishing something. Be right there. That was 9:12. It's now 9:16. So we got 4 minutes of I was waiting for the man. You know what? The production assistant has just run back in. He is in tears, but he has brought the man, the main star of the show, from the mirror dimension. Everyone, please welcome my co-host, Joe. AC Decepticon right there.
Hey, man. How's it going?
Oh, hey. Good.
Sorry, dude.
Sorry.
No, valid reason.
No. Tell me. Let's see.
I was watching a show based on your recommendation. Well, not just you, but you've told me to watch it.
So you let me sit here by myself.
I couldn't finish stopping it. I was watching it with the wife.
Okay.
What am I going to say? Oh, I got to go with it. Oddly enough, the episodes seem to be longer than normal. I'm on episode 2 of Queen's Gambit.
Oh, good.
Fuck, it's good.
Good. She's still really young then, right? She's still a kid.
Yeah, she just had her monthly visitor for the first time. So I don't know what age that occurs at. 13?
Already in the second episode? I thought she's like really little for like 2 episodes at least.
Well, the first one, and then the second one, they do like the time shift.
Time jump. Queen's Gambit on Netflix. Awesome.
I'm even letting it slide that she has red hair, man.
Oof. Just you wait.
That's got no time or place.
Just you wait. Man.
But it's interesting. It's I never got into Mad Men with its how with it being like a period piece kind of thing. And it's interesting to see them going back with this one and, doing like the department store shopping or I don't want to ruin it for people, but she gets sent to the local convenience store to pick up 3 packs of cigarettes, and she was given a note.
Yeah.
And no problems. Here you go, little girl.
Yeah.
I trust you. You didn't write this note yourself. It's very well done, though.
I love those scenes. Like they reconstructed those stores up.
Or
the small town store, the
department store. Yeah. Everything on sale is on the top floor because no one goes there. Very interesting. It's really well done too. So I apologize. I had to. I don't know, man. It felt like it was over an hour, and we started right at 8 o'clock.
Okay. Well, it could have given me the heads up too.
My phone was downstairs.
Well, I gave you the 1 hour mark.
I know.
Hey, this episode is called episode 301. What we have learned in 300 episodes. I know what I've learned.
I've learned we're no better for doing 300 episodes. In fact, we've gone the opposite way of the spectrum. Anyway, how are your days off been?
Pretty good. It's freezing.
Commented on this shit here or what?
I did, as you came on. I said from the mirror universe, the mirror dimension.
Oh, you mean the Bizarro dimension.
Or that.
Actually, that's not Bizarro. If I had hair on my head, it'd be like, oh, Bizarro world.
So for those listening, Joe has come on and his face is now dirtied with a thick bristle of whisker.
Yeah.
Why?
I don't know. Because there's no hot chicks at work. It's a good time to do it.
Okay. See, when you shave your head, I'm always curious with dudes who wear beards with the shaved head. How do you know where to stop with the line as it goes up?
Because it's not supposed to go past the top of the ear part there.
Why can't you stop it like where a sideburn would go? Maybe?
No, you could if you want.
Oh, that's what you can do? So you're taking it all the way to the top? Top of the ear?
Not the very top part of your ear. Like the middle of your, right there, like that line there. It's like the middle of the inside of your ear.
How do you come up with the decision where to stop that?
Because that's where other people do it.
Well, you're Joe. You do your own thing.
That's true. This is what I'm doing.
If we started a Patreon where people can pledge and we make a certain milestone,
we're not doing that.
Would you grow
the
whole ring around the back, all connected?
No.
That would be awesome.
It gets too itchy. It's too much of a pain, to be honest with you. This thing's getting itchy. It smells like fish too.
Oh.
Yeah. Just kidding.
Yeah. On the vinyl show, me and the boys were talking about beards because Curtis is growing one out too, and he talked about when it gets to that point where you feel it when you're laying on your side and you just feel yourself laying on the whiskers, how uncomfortable that is. That's the part I can't get past. When when it's so long, you feel it crush down.
That's the in between stage, though. That's where it's still, the bristles are still prickly.
Yeah.
You got to get that little bit longer where they start to retain or develop a little bit of softness.
I don't like it when the mustache gets so thick, like you can see it when you look down. You can see a little. I don't like seeing that.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
And then I just can't help running my fingers through it constantly if there's too much hair on my face, just constant. So I got to keep it short. I can't allow myself.
I'll see how long I take it before I go crazy.
Is it a tribute to me, this growth, with my growth that I've been?
No, I don't think you should have growth.
You don't think I should?
No.
Why is that? Let's explore that one.
I think it makes you look hobo-ish.
Oh, thank you. God.
I think if you didn't have your beard or wherever the fuck it is, it would give you more of a baby face and suit the longer hair better. It would take years off your life, let me tell you.
Oh my God. It's not like I have a thick beard.
That's part of the issue, though. That's the in-between stage where it's like, this guy doesn't know what he wants to do with his life. Right?
Oh,
I'm giving you sound. I'm not making fun of you. I'm giving you sound advice. I think you look better without it, and it's fine. Keep the hair the way it is.
Perhaps you don't remember without it. My problem is I have no chin, so without hair on my chin, it just disappears. I have no bottom of my face.
Who cares about a chin?
You gotta have a chin.
No, you don't.
Yeah.
Just give it a shave and give it a shave and let it grow back if you're not happy.
I am happy. You're the one that's not happy. Like you look like such a debutante hobo with your growth. You live only in the best tent cities. And why is it so dark there, Donald
gave
Trump
a little bit of dye, man.
I knew it.
Yeah.
Wow. Dude, come on.
What? Come on. There's nothing wrong with that. It's still a little, you can still see gray in it. Took the edge off, baby.
No. God damn it. Can we do a snap poll right now with the listeners? Tell us if they think dyeing the facial hair looks good. He's calling me a hobo.
I don't care what other people say.
Don Trump Jr. right here.
Got the balls trimmed nice. Got this little touch of gray going on here.
There is no, it's
right here, man. Not here.
Black.
What's this shit? You can't. Dude, my camera's garbage. You can barely see me through a Vaseline lens here.
Is this where you shave the neck too? Or are you shaving the neck?
Yeah, I trimmed down here. I'm gonna do the neck part a little bit longer though.
Yeah. How do you make that call? Where to draw the line on the neck?
You go jawline and just like a finger length underneath of it.
One finger. And what about under the chin?
Or two if you like the ladies.
Yeah. See, I don't bother with any of it. If we're gonna grow, let's just grow it.
No, then that's
what? Then I'm gonna have neck stubble. Plus,
no, you have the neck stubble. Then you should shave it every other day or whatever.
Oh no! What? Why? What's the point then? If we're going to be doing all this grooming,
that's the part that gets itchy.
No, it doesn't.
Exactly. That's why you're doing the grooming. You do the neck too, man. No. Yeah, the neck gets itchy.
We're men. We don't groom. Don't need to do all this grooming.
I know you don't groom. I can look at by looking at you.
But that's my other issue too with why I grow this out and don't shave constantly, because the grain direction on my neck goes really squirrely, so I suffer from extreme razor burn.
And I get that too if I do it every day, which is why for all these years I've been using just the electric beard trimmer and shaving very minimally, right? But if you do your neck like, I don't know, every 2 or 3 days, I find I don't get that intense razor burn.
I would do everything: the hot and cold shave, and wrap the face in a towel, everything.
I just do it in the shower, man.
Well, because you have everything perfect and you never have any issues. I'm telling you, my grain direction, it does like even a circle on my neck, so it's very difficult to shave that without causing razor burn. Hot topics on STCPod 301.
So anyway, yeah, we'll see how long I take it. I don't know. No one's impressed at my house, let me tell you. My mother-in-law goes, she asked me if I was having a midlife crisis. Wife, not a fan of beards. My daughters keeps telling me, seriously, you have to shave that, seriously. This is from a 6-year-old.
Mm-hmm.
So then I just shove my face into hers and give her some razor burn on the cheek. That shuts her up. And my son's okay. He doesn't really say anything about it.
It's crazy. I'm just thinking you taking time to apply dye to your facial hair. That is like Sal Governale stuff.
No, a lot of guys do it.
Really?
Yeah. None of the guys you know, except for now one guy, apparently. It's all good, man. Hey, I had too much gray. It's pissing me off.
I wonder if that's if the gray's up there too, if you let it come in. I got no gray up here, but all kinds of facial gray.
Yeah.
No gray downstairs either. Still jet black. Jet black.
Well, I don't have any hair down there, so I can't tell you what I got. Last time I looked, though, there was no gray.
You're getting rid of everything down there?
That's how the ladies like. That's how the ladies like it, man.
Even the porn stars aren't doing that anymore.
I'm not looking at the dudes.
Really? Because you need a dude in your porn. Remember, we can go back to that episode where we discovered that Joe must have.
Yeah, I don't care for the lesbo porn. That's no fun.
Are you at that age where the hair is now rising up into the shaft, where you're now having to shorn the shaft as well? There's a good title for this week's episode.
Well, there's it's on the base. It's not like going up to the head or anything.
Nothing come up the sides yet.
No.
Come on, be honest.
No, it's around the base of it. Even that pisses me off. So, razor.
Still with the steel razor.
Oh, your razor. The same thing you use on your face. What else are you supposed to use?
Hey, Dean has a tip. Argan oil or beard cream will take the itch away. And of course, they make so many beard creams nowadays.
I don't want to go down that rabbit hole of.
You're already putting the girly shit in.
What?
The paint. You're already painting it like your nails.
Yeah, that's not something you got to do every day. With the oils and stuff. I'm not. Let me worry about that if I decide to go that far. I just don't want it to become a 20-minute commitment every morning when I get out of bed. Just want to be able to tug on it like Jim the Anvil and get that thing fucking straight, and we're good to go.
Is it because of Nintendo Hodges' super masculine growth he's acquired under his chin that you've taken this on?
I haven't seen it. Does he got a beard?
You've seen it. How rude.
Where is it, on Twitter?
Well, he does have a very happening YouTube channel over at Nintendo Hodge.
Let me see here. Did he change his picture?
Yeah, just look him up on Twitter. He just put up.
Holy shit. He looks like should be from the down south, man. He's got the ZZ Top beard. Looks like a guy I wouldn't want to mess with.
Yeah.
Right
it
before
straight down.
Right before I give him a hug. Now I don't know about it.
Mm-hmm.
I'd be afraid to. How long has it been growing that?
It's good to see you support our communities.
I support people my own way, and it doesn't have to be the way you do it.
Wow. They can really rely on that support.
Yeah.
He prays for you.
That means don't attack me for how I support my friends.
Who's attacking you? No one's attacking you.
Holy. Because I don't do it your way. All right. Is that enough beer talk?
I think so. I do like how it's cut. Like there's a fucking hardcore line right there. That's impressive.
I got my earphones on. How can you
I can see the one side. Do you take a ruler to it?
No, I'm just a real man. I know how to shave.
I would just let it go and see how far it travels up there. That'd be cool too. It'd be like your life meter. See how far up it goes.
I died 5 years ago. 12 if you count getting married. Oh, another show too, eh? I don't know why I'm listening to you lately, but I threw on, or I should say I restarted the Clone Wars, Star Wars, the cartoon, animated.
Nice.
On episode 9 of season 1. And I think this is the final season, so it's either season 7 or 8.
What? You said season 1 of episode 9.
I'm on season 1, episode 9. But they're advertising the Clone Wars final season.
I know.
So I think it's either season 7 or season 8 is the final season. Can't tell.
I had no idea how to start that show because that's what they're calling the show, the final season. So I'm like, I don't want the final season. I want the first season. So I go looking for the first season.
It's not on there. You got to select final season and then go down to episodes, which took me like 10 minutes to figure out.
I know. Plus, you're making a mistake if you start there because there's the Clone Wars movie before the show, which is in its own thing.
Yeah, my kids watched that today. I'd seen that already, though.
Why do they make it so? Just put everything in their own folder, guys. Holy mackerel!
It's I kind of forgot about how. I don't want to use the word graphic or dark, but there's scenes in there that still caught me off guard. Like, the certain ways people died. Like one scene you saw General Grievous put his lightsaber through some guy he was double crossing, and you saw it come out the front of his chest.
Yeah.
I go like, they don't even show that in the movies. So for a cartoon to have that, or animated series, or like another part was like there was these clone soldiers or whatever inside a floating aircraft, and the droid side clamped onto it and used the welding torch to break out the glass of the shuttle, and you saw these humans get sucked out into space and die. This is stuff they would never show, man. You never show that to kids back in the day.
No, like remember the old Spider-Man show in the 90s? He wasn't allowed to hit anyone. There's no
really?
slugging. Yeah. They had to come up with different ways to knock people out.
The only Spider-Man show I liked was the 70s watercolor one.
Well, that was the 60s. And I still love the 90s one. Still great. Great theme song.
But the 70s one was better.
It was 60s, actually. 66, I believe.
They were still showing it in the 70s.
Oh, of course. We grew up with it, man. Loved it. Betty Brant.
That's all I've been watching, really. That and playing video games.
Well, I'm glad. It'll be I'm in the Clone Wars too. I hope you continue and get to Star Wars Rebels, because to me that's the real masterpiece of Star Wars animated. Is that Star Wars Rebels? I hope you stay interested to get into that.
That's after the clone?
Yeah. You'll like Ahsoka, you'll see her all grown up in Rebels kind of thing.
So is the Rebels, how far are they into that so far?
I think they're done doing Rebels.
How many seasons was that?
Maybe 4 or 5.
Oh, and that's it for the animated?
No, there's still other.
Ugh.
Yeah, there's tons.
All right. Well, I'll get through it. I got my kids starting on it now too. So, because they always, especially on the weekends, they like to Saturday and Sunday throw on. They've been watching like cartoons and animated stuff that they've seen over and over again. So I try to sway them over to some new stuff. So my son's starting to get interested in the Clone Wars. They watched the movie today. So we'll see. Got to introduce them to Thundercats still and some He-Man. Thundercats is good. Come on.
Well, I don't know if I just didn't have access to it when I was a kid, but it was not in my wheelhouse as a kid. And I think anytime I tried to watch it, it just didn't do it for me. But it might have been on one of those channels I just didn't get, because we didn't get a lot of channels when I was a kid, as you would say, growing up on the farm, pulling in the programs over the aerial. Yeah. Dean says the Bad Batch is the next animated thing coming out, which ties right into Clone Wars. Which it ties into Rex and his team, I think. I'm guessing. I think that's what I heard. You know, Rex.
Yep.
His squad.
So they're
and Rex shows up in Rebels as well. His squad, or what's left of them, show up in Rebels. So,
what's it called? Bad Batch? The
Bad Batch.
It's also a 2016 film. Star Wars The Bad Batch animated series. 2021. All right, so upcoming animated series, blah, blah, blah. First episode date 2021. All right. All right, cool. I'm just hoping it continues to get, because season 1, obviously, of any show is usually garbage. And, you know, I know Lucas is EP on this one, so I don't know how much he's dipping his fingers into it.
Probably not much.
I just hope it either continues on the same plane or even gets a little bit darker and more serious.
Yeah, because like when Ahsoka shows up, she's kind of annoying. Kind of annoying character.
You can take kinda out of it. But again, she's playing the Padawan, so you know, she's always questioning Skywalker, right? Jesus. What's his first name? Anakin.
Anakin.
She's always questioning Anakin, and then Anakin's always doing the opposite of what Obi-Wan wants him to do.
Yes,
what I never liked though was, and it's because we know the backstory already, but it's interesting to see, you know, how the Emperor is playing like the leader of the Senate or whatever, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's interesting to see how they are still framing him up. Like there'll be scenes of Yoda sitting on a bench with a hologram of Anakin talking to Yoda, and behind the hologram of Obi-Wan talking to Yoda, and then behind the hologram of Obi-Wan is the senator guy, right? And they'll frame it up where you're taking on, you're sitting where Yoda is looking at the hologram, and you'll see like the senator behind framed up nicely, but like in that evil sort of framing where you can tell he's the bad guy, even though no one else knows about it. It's really well done that they put that sort of effort into an animated cartoon, right? Like the animated cartoons we're so familiar with are the 80s garbage where, you know, they try to chintz out as much as they could for every single animated cell that they drew.
Yes.
And they're taking this sort of effort for this particular animated series to, you know, frame it like they would like a, you know, like I say, a 70s crime movie kind of thing where, you know, there's shadows and particular framing of how the characters are placed on screen. It's nice to see that effort put into it, right?
Oh, Rebels is going to blow you away with some of their cutscenes. They're just out of sight. Drop dead gorgeous stuff. But I just remembered why, and this makes sense to me, why now you've got the Clone Wars thing going. Because I told you, if you see how they draw this character, you're going to be checking that show out immediately.
What? What's her name? Anakin's girlfriend or whatever?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
that behind of hers. Woo.
They've taken liberties, to put it nicely.
It's crazy. It's crazy. And that's what I told you about it last week.
Like
and then look at what's happening.
Space between the legs. The stuff going up top. Like, she's not like that in real life.
Yeah.
And I know because I watched those 3 freaking episodes 1, 2, and 3 a couple weeks ago.
Actually, she's quite annoying in the show too. I wonder why I like this show. There's like three of them are quite annoying. No matter what the odds, she goes running into danger no matter what, without even thinking about it.
I know.
What
is there going to be a part though where Anakin actually turns evil? Are they going to get to that point, you think?
I don't know. No, because this plays in between the Clone Wars movie and Revenge of the Sith, right? So I imagine all we'll see in the Clone Wars is just hints of him turning bad. Could be wrong. I haven't seen.
Bro, he looks bad just looking at him. He looks like he's evil already.
Yeah,
the way they draw him, right? Anyway, I'm enjoying it. I'm really happy with it so far.
The Jedi got to learn their lessons because it seems like every Jedi's Padawan turned really bad, like to become a really bad person. Yoda's did, Obi-Wan's did.
Well, who was Obi-Wan's master? Yoda, wasn't it?
Yeah, I guess so.
I think he was the only one that didn't turn bad, right?
Well, Yoda said he had a Padawan who turned into the Chris Lee guy.
Well, Count Dooku was Yoda's Padawan.
Right. But Yoda could have definitely had many.
Yeah. I thought Obi-Wan was one of Yoda's as well. Because Obi keeps calling him master.
Well, that's his rank. He got to. They got
Well,
to. Like they all become generals too automatically. I like the scenes where suddenly like Ahsoka is a commander and she's commanding all of the clone troops. The clone troops got to be, I think we've seen more action than this 14-year-old. But okay, all right,
yeah. And there's still that part and I never grasp it or not grasp it. I don't think I believed it or couldn't believe that it actually happened. But in the movies, right, when they gave the command for the clone army to suddenly turn against the Jedi and kill them all. You would think with all their workings with the Jedi and them knowing that the Jedi were good, that they could, all right, you just told us to suddenly kill all these good people, so we're going to do it without any sort of like, hey, should we really be doing this? Are you sure?
They got programmed somehow, right? But
I don't think so, man.
Well,
I don't think they were brainwashed to have like, or when you hear this word,
yeah, that's what I think.
Turn evil.
Yeah, Order 66, wasn't it? It could be they had that, baked in that's what happens because who grew them. That was part of the plan. Dean says the new High Republic stuff that came out this month is pretty dark, if that's what you're looking for, Joe. It takes place 200 years prior to the prequels. He says, read Light of the Jedi. It's funny, you and me are working together last week, and those prequel movies were on in the background as we were working together. And we watched a couple of them at least, and the amount of eye rolling between the two of us.
Oh, yeah, I was working with you.
Like every scene we looked at each other and just went, the Force. Like there's so many times the Force would have just.
That's why they were so bad, man. It was ridiculous. And the funny thing was, right after those episodes 1, 2, and 3, they went right into 4, 5, and 6, and it was like breath of fresh air. No, well, even though there were still parts of it, because these were obviously the updated ones where Lucas still went crazy and put in like, Jabba the Hutt walking around talking to Han Solo kind of thing. Aside from all these extra special effects, it was like, this is how it should be done. And then Lucas went crazy. Though I did watch, I don't know why maybe it was because we watched those movies. Where is it here? Did I write the name of it down? I had watched Empire of Dreams, the story of the Star Wars trilogy. It's on the Disney Channel. And it's like it's either a 2 or 3 hour documentary or something of how Lucas started off and how he made episodes 4, 5, and 6 and all the BS he had to do and all the back, how he had to get them funded and all of how the filming was going on backstage. And they were showing all these behind the scenes filming shots and outtakes and, audition videos of the cast and how they had to go over to England to shoot it and all the bullshit that Lucas had to go on just to try and get them. It's really well done. It's the Empire of Dreams. So I think you would like it if you haven't seen it. I just sat down one night and watched it. I think it was like over 2 hours.
It's not new, right?
No, it's not new. I don't know how old it is. I don't think it's that old, but it was really fascinating, especially of how probably how they made the first episode 4. Obviously being the more difficult one because no one believed in it, right? Studio or anything.
You're not caught up on with the new movies, are you? The new Star Wars movies, the last 3.
The only ones I haven't seen the Han Solo one. What are the last three?
You know, Rise of Skywalker and...
No, I saw those.
Yeah?
I haven't seen Han Solo.
You saw the very latest one?
What's it called?
Isn't that... Is that Rise of Skywalker? Or something Jedi? The Last Jedi. Isn't that the last one? Where... Is it too soon to talk about these movies, or is it considered spoilery if we talk about these movies?
Star Wars movies.
She finds out who her grandfather is.
Okay, New Hope, Empire Return, Phantom, Attack of the Clones, Revenge of the Sith. The Force Awakening. Oh, you mean... Yeah, The Force Awakens, The Last Jedi, and The Rise of Skywalker. Yes, unfortunately, I saw all three of those. But I haven't seen the Han Solo one. I did see the one with the British chick with the rabbit teeth. What's the other one they did?
Oh, there's the Solo one. The Solo.
Yeah, haven't seen that.
Yeah.
Is there another one in that same sort of line that they released?
I'm blanking. No, I think just that Rebel one.
It's funny how they didn't include any of those in these 9 movies. Star Wars timeline. It'd be interesting to watch all of these in chronological order.
Yeah, well, when I've sat my kids down, I didn't do it chronologically. I did it in release order because you don't know if they're going to want to stick with it if you watch the prequels first.
Oh, Rogue One. That's the one I was thinking of. Yes, I saw Rogue One.
That deserves a rewatch if you haven't seen it in a while.
It's been a while. But aside from that Han Solo one, what else was there? I thought there was one other one. You know what's cool though? Speaking of timeline, I was on the Marvel page, and they've got it set up where you can watch the Marvel movies in theatrical release, or you can do it sort of timeline based.
They do?
Yeah.
I was just on that page. I didn't notice that. The little kid, she demanded we watch a Thor movie this week. So I think it's because all the God of War she's been watching me play. She really wanted to watch a Thor movie. And
she's never seen a Thor movie?
She's seen Ragnarok. We watched Ragnarok not too long ago, which might be the best Marvel movie.
No.
Just saying. It might be. Give it a rewatch.
Which one's Ragnarok?
Wait,
how many Thor movies have there been? 2?
3. And it's the last
Thor, the Dark Elf.
There's so much going on in the dark.
Oh, I saw Ragnarok. Yeah, I didn't like Ragnarok, man. What I didn't like about Ragnarok was that first scene in the movie immediately gave away how the ending was going to be.
Oh, no, didn't
they
get
did.
That. Okay, showed it what? Yeah, how do we get there? That's the story. You still get how you get there.
How about you surprise me instead of telling me how you're going to end it by this one thing?
How do we get there? That's movies have been doing that forever. Where
they ruined it, man.
Anyways, that movie goes everywhere. It's super entertaining. The action is great. The humor is right on par. It's so lively and entertaining. I love that movie.
I'd love to see a dark Thor movie. Please.
The first two were pretty dark.
Can we get Christopher Nolan on this project, please?
Yeah, go watch 2 again. That's one we watched. We watched Thor 2. And
2 wasn't bad.
Yeah,
it wasn't bad, but it wasn't great. None of the Thors were really.
It doesn't really make a lot of sense, but okay. How the realms are lining up, and it just, anyways. Did you?
What do you think about how the Thor is going to be? The Thor character is going to be, I guess, taking place now. Because you heard about Natalie Portman, right?
No.
Isn't she supposed to be the new Thor?
Oh, right. Okay, but last we saw Thor took off with the Guardians, right? Isn't that last we saw him?
Was that in the Thor movie itself?
I think that was the end.
Because I haven't seen. No. I haven't seen the last 3 movies.
Oh, okay. Let's have a conversation about where it's going. Almost gave away who died. Jeez.
I haven't seen the last 3. So
then why are you watching old James Bond movies?
Because I had to get them off the PVR. I haven't seen Civil War. And that whole premise still pisses me off.
Yeah, it's poorly executed.
It's the stupidest premise, just like Batman fighting Superman.
Oh, I hate it.
You idiots.
We're going to fight each other. I don't want to hurt you, though.
Hey, we're all good, but let's fight each other.
But are you trying to kill me? Well, kind of, but not.
So I haven't seen Civil War, and then what is it? Civil War, Endgame, and then something else? Or is Endgame the last one?
Yeah, imagine.
I don't know.
Endgame.
What's the one in between?
Well, I guess after Endgame, you've got the Spider-Man movies, if you want to.
Oh, isn't there 2? Or
Infinity War, Endgame.
Yeah, okay, that's what I meant.
And then your Spider-Man
Civil War, Infinity War.
Your Ant-Man movies.
Endgame. I've seen Ant-Man bullshit. I've seen
that's great.
I've seen the 2 Spider-Man movies.
Pretty good.
Which is why I'm gonna go back and rewatch right from the beginning with the first Iron Man. I'm gonna do it in chronological order as it happens, though.
I say sure, go for it.
Which is that's gonna be a mind fuck, man.
So where are you at with this WandaVision?
Haven't started it yet. But they've only put out 3 episodes so far.
They just put out the 4th.
Okay.
And I talked to you last time about this, right?
Yeah. You've been hearing what I've been doing.
Okay. No, I just want to catch up with you about WandaVision.
I want to watch it. I haven't started yet.
My rap was that I hated it after the first episode, right?
Right.
And they did this sitcom-y thing. And I thought it was just awful and took too long, and it was not.
Okay.
Not.
For me, though, I think it's going to be a build-up to something.
Yeah, of course. But it's just not executed well, and it's boring. And let me tell you, if I can do you a favor and everyone else out there, episode 4, those who haven't started WandaVision yet, start with episode 4.
Don't.
Start with episode.
Silly, man.
Guess what? Episode 1, 2, and 3 is the shit that would normally be put as supplemental material on a DVD. Here's your bonus full episodes of the bullshit. Episode 4 gives you all the little tidbits you need that happen in those first episodes, and it's a real story finally happening in episode 4. It's like, oh, the veil has been lifted. This is what I want to see in a Marvel.
Why
TV
don't you
show.
Enjoy the subtle build-up? And
No.
I still think there's going to be a reason behind why they did this all from the start.
Yeah, they had to make 9 episodes or whatever, and that's not a defense.
I don't think that's going to be the case. I don't think that's going to be the case.
It was overindulgent, and it was expanded upon too much. And yeah, I'm sure you would have shot something like that, but it would have been put as a bonus feature on a DVD. You get the entire fake episode with your purchase. Start with episode 4, folks. You will thank me because you'll be in the roller coaster ride right there in episode 4.
If you got ADD, start with episode 4. If you appreciate a build-up and story and cinematography, start with episode 1.
None of that. It's not
if
like
you're a true cinemaphile. I haven't even seen this bloody thing.
You're not being edged for 3 episodes. You're just waiting for 3 episodes.
If you're a true cinemaphile, you start with episode 1. Isn't it weird, though, how she's the hottest out of the Olsen chicks? The other 2 look like crackheads, and then you got this hot one who can actually act and isn't a bobblehead.
Well, nowadays she can act. She had some rough.
Yeah, she was hot back then, man. Even when she did her early roles. What else was she? What's her name?
Do you remember her with her Russian accent and doing the hand things? Ooh.
No, I'm not talking about the Marvel movies. I'm talking about her other movies she's been in. What's her name?
That would be Elizabeth Olsen.
Hot Olsen chick. What pops up? The hot chick. That's not right.
Episode 4.
What's her name? Elizabeth Olsen. How old is she? She's only 31. Perfect. Okay. Sorry for your loss. I think I saw that one. Saw the light. She was in Godzilla.
Right. Terrible.
There's some movie that I saw. She was fantastic.
Are you looking forward to the new Godzilla versus Kong?
No. Only because I don't want to see those 2 fight. But it's weird mentioning Godzilla. Those decade movie channels had the first Godzilla movie and then like 5 or 6 after, and I PVR'd them all to watch them. I couldn't get through them, man. They were so bad. Oh,
yeah,
which is unfortunate. There was one where Godzilla fights a pollution monster that starts off as a slime tadpole and grows into this massive monster with bulging eyes. Anyway, I tried watching those and I couldn't get through them. I remember as a kid, I really enjoyed them because they were so different. You hadn't seen anything like that before. But I don't want to see Godzilla and King Kong fight.
Why? I just want to see that as the movie. I don't want.
It's got to be. How does it end? Is it a draw?
I imagine,
because you know who would really win, right?
Well, Godzilla has got all the toys, right?
Exactly.
However, I don't know anything about other than what I saw in a quick little trailer, but I imagine there's another monster that's going to show up and then they team up and do that.
You know what?
That's what I'm guessing.
You're right. I didn't think about that. That's the Hollywood way out of that one.
Yeah.
We got 2 good monsters here. How do we not kill off one so we can use it later in a movie? Because we all saw that you didn't like that last Godzilla one, right?
There wasn't enough Godzilla again as normal.
Yeah, but they kind of wanted to show off. You finally got to see his enemies, quote unquote, done sort of properly, right? And seeing what they could actually do with, you got the 3-headed guy.
Yeah.
3-headed? Yeah. I just liked at the end how Godzilla went fucking nuclear and just melted him.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, suck on this, bitch.
Yeah, again, though, everything's shot at night and it's raining and you can barely see anything. I'm pretty sure they use that ploy too to get to soften the effects.
It's just easier, isn't it?
Dude, You know what? Put Godzilla on a pause for a second. I saw an awesome movie this week. You want to talk action? Full on action. Is a war movie, and I even crowbarred the little kid. I say, "You're gonna watch a war movie. This might be your very first war movie, but your father loves war movies, so maybe you're gonna love war movies too, because she likes everything I like." And I sat her down for this, and nonstop action.
Was it the Tom Hanks one?
It was the Tom Hanks one. How did you know that?
Because we've been talking about watching it.
We were the Greyhound. Greyhound. I mean,
it's a shame that it had to come out at this particular. Well, it's a shame that it had to come out last year, because I don't think it got. That would have been a movie to be released in theaters.
Oh my God! I mean, he kowtowed to Hollywood and crowbarred a love story just as barely as you could do it into the movie, just at the beginning and just at the very end. And then the rest of it, he is a command battleship commanding a convoy across the Atlantic, right? And as don't
spoil it, though. I haven't watched it.
I'm not spoiling any. I'm just saying what a convoy does, right? As they go across the ocean, they have air cover for a little bit. And then, it's too far away for air cover. And then they're on their own until they get to the other side. And so this movie takes place in that moment of time, trying to get past the wolf pack of U-boats. So he's commanding this battleship. And I love bridge stuff, like Navy bridge stuff, where they're just giving orders back and forth, just yimmering the jargon back and forth, full speed. And that's all this movie is, giving orders. There's no time to, think about what's happening or what's in our heart. It's just orders, orders, orders. Turn this way, turn that way, rapid maneuvers, doing this, doing that. If they're not chasing U-boats, they're being chased by U-boats, moving all around the convoy, trying to, keep the convoy going. Super action. It's only 90 minutes. It's on Apple, though. If you don't have Apple, I don't know how you get to watch it. That's the drawback. And Apple seems to hold on to their stuff because it's not going out to other services or even a Blu-ray release.
Dark web.
If that goes out on 4K, I would love to get a proper 4K with the audio for that, because even the crappy version, it wasn't total crappy, but it was a web version. Still had 5.1 audio, but I could just imagine how good it would really sound with the full robust Atmos track. It would be wild.
Yeah, I've been looking forward to watching that at some point too.
90 minutes, full action. Really good. And the little kid loved it too. How you like that?
That's good.
I got one kid, loves doing stuff with me. Another kid, embarrassed by me. So all evens out, right? Balance. Like Cobra Kai.
What happens when the balance goes completely opposite?
Like when I lose both kids finally. Yeah. That's what happens in the teen years. So what can you do? By the way, I am watching Cobra Kai as well, and I think you would love it because it's so outrageous. I would love to get your reaction of some of the insane wacko things that goes on in that show.
I think I'd probably just get angry, dude.
Oh no, you wouldn't, because I think it would, massage you enough, and your masculinity and toughness. There's a full-on school brawl, a burly brawl in a school, in high school during class hours. It's so outrageous. You're just eyes like this watching it because it's so insane. I think you'll like it.
I'd have to seriously just suspend my disbelief, I think, right?
Yeah, I think you'd like it.
I don't know, man.
It's an indulgence. It's like chocolate.
I don't really eat chocolate.
What don't you eat?
Well, I eat a lot of things. I'm not really a chocolate guy.
Then what's the giant grocery bag of Halloween candy that you eat throughout a night?
one time a year. Right? And I'm only eating it because it's really theirs. And they're little bite-sized chocolate candies. And they're coffee crisps. And Kit Kats. Oh. Anyway. That's it, bro.
What do you mean that's it?
That's all I've been doing. Playing Persona 5. I'm 40 hours into Persona 5 on the PS4. And playing back into playing Stardew Valley again, too.
Well, I told you I finished God of War, right?
Yeah. Did you?
Yeah. I did. You don't listen.
No, you just didn't tell me.
And here's the thing. I can't stop playing it. I'm
That's
still
good.
wandering around doing stuff. That's what I was
Let me
doing
know when you
tonight.
figure out how to do the gate travel properly.
Yeah, that opens up. As soon as you're not in a mission in a specific story where they're trying to push you in one direction, those gates all open up.
Yeah, but I'm still confused as to where everything is. Like, oh, I got to go here. I think it's part of it. It's the names of the places.
Yeah.
And I think when I was playing the game, I was sort of trying to rush through it as fast as I could and not really focusing as intently as I should have been, which is unfortunate. I'll probably get back to it at some point, but I don't know. After Persona, I've been sort of having a craving of going back and doing Red Dead 2.
Yeah, me too. That's still on the list.
Wasn't
that game?
Wasn't Red Dead 2? Didn't they open up and do an online portion of it like GTA 5 where you can get together with your buddies, and except in Red Dead you can form a posse or something?
That sounds familiar, but I don't hear anything about that.
Me either. I just thought it'd be kind of cool.
Oh, Dino asks, has Joe tried the new Dragon Quest Tact? Free game on mobile. Dragon Quest.
No, I don't play mobile games, Dean. Though I do like Dragon Quest games.
I gotta say, you gotta, if you're, at all like me, game-wise, you gotta just jump back into God of War now, because if you take time off from it, you're certainly not gonna.
I've already forgotten a bunch of shit.
And you gotta be like such on it if you want to take on those Valkyries, right? I still haven't beaten one. I can't find that very first Valkyrie I fought that didn't have any extra weapons. I'd like to find that one. But the ones I'm fighting now are just, they're throwing more guys at you, and they got all these moves. And I'm powered up, but holy mackerel.
I don't know. I don't know if I'm going to go back.
Just do it. And isn't there supposed to be more dragons laying around you can free?
There's initial storyline. You beat the one dragon.
Yeah.
I think there's 3 more.
Well, I did free another one. That was part of the story, or a side story maybe, but I don't know where to find anyone else.
I'm pretty sure. I thought there was 4 dragons in the game. I didn't mind that dragon battle. It's like an interesting tactical mission. Very frustrating. That's the one thing about that game, though. There was plenty of dying going on and restarting over your missions. But I think, as much as I regret not putting more into it, I don't think I'm going to go back. I'd like to. I'm still on the hunt, though, for Spider-Man.
On the hunt. Just buy it.
Game of the Year edition. I can buy it, but I'm not spending $50 on it, dude.
No, it's 30. It's retail 30 right now, on sale for 20 the odd time.
Where? Game of the Year edition?
No, yeah, $30 Game of the Year edition.
You said 20.
If you wait for a sale, I'm sure it'll be 20.
Well, there should have been a sale at Christmas, but there wasn't for some reason.
just to update you further, though, the little kid did watch me play all that God of War, and she loved all the storyline. She had to be there for every moment of it.
Story's great, man.
Yeah.
All the God of War stories have been great.
And that's why she's like, I got to see a Thor movie after this. And Thor has all kinds of that stuff in the Thor movie. So she was loving all that.
What's the one thing with those God of War? Did you play the earlier God of Wars?
I played the first one.
Oh, you're missing out. They only get better.
Yeah. Well,
with this one being the best one.
See, like, I can't even go back and show her that first one because there's banging in it. Do you recall that?
No.
He gets to bed some ladies.
And
it's like a quick time event. You don't remember that?
No. Did they upgrade them for PS4 or are they only on PS3?
That's a Dean question, but I imagine.
I only have them on the PS3.
What I was thinking, actually, that I should get into after this is finally play that Transformers game.
Devastation.
Devastation.
Yeah, I haven't touched it either.
You know, how long is that got to sit there?
Josh was nice enough to buy it for us.
It's short, right?
Yeah, I think it's relatively short. I don't know. Can you do? Isn't it? What are the battles in there? Is it quick time events or is it just button mashing? Can't remember.
Ugh. I hope it's not quick time events. I thought I saw button mashing stuff, but it's PlayStation. They love their quick time.
Well, that particular company though, I know they're into a fast style of gameplay. So, but I couldn't recall if they did QTs or not. Yeah, I was looking at that. I think a couple of weeks ago, going, Jesus, this is sitting here, and I don't know when I'm going to get around to it.
Yeah, I think I gotta.
I don't want to start anything else though. Got to finish this Persona. It's going to be another 60 hours.
Surely that's something that can be played on the side, though. You don't need to. Can go in the background a little bit, or do you need full attention?
No, I'm worried. You don't need full attention, but I'm worried about it going on the back burner and then the burner turning off. But I tell you, man, this Stardew Valley, if you want a game that like just cleanses your palate, or just if you're stressed out and you just need to relax for like a half an hour or 20 minutes, throw this thing on and you just chill when you play it, man. I can't give this game enough credit. It is so relaxing.
How do you think it would translate for mobile? Because it is super cheap to buy for your phone or your tablet.
I didn't realize it was on mobile.
Yeah.
I don't think it'd be as good, man. No. Did they put it on Switch? Probably, right?
I think so.
Why don't you just get it digitally? It'd be good. It'd definitely be a good, if you mean mobile, like playing it on Switch, then yes. Phone, tablet? No, I'd say no.
No, I just happen to see it super cheap in the store, in the mobile store.
I'm still pissed that I bought it digitally. Stardew Valley. It's got to be on the Switch, right?
Yeah, I would say
$20 on the Switch, digital. You've never played it?
No.
If you don't buy it for yourself, buy it for your kids. I think your daughter would love it, man. I even got my son starting to do some farming on it for me. Here, chop down these trees. I'll be back in 5 minutes.
Well, good.
It's really good, man. You got to get it.
Well,
but that's it.
Good.
This was enjoyable.
Oh,
Thank you for not attacking me. And thank you for having a one-on-one conversation.
was it?
95% it was.
All of our shows are one-on-one conversations.
It's always nice to hear from Dean.
That it is.
Right?
Yeah. Yeah. Hope he's doing good. Hope he's doing good out there. I can't imagine Dean, not, how much traveling Dean used to do a year. That was like his life. So
he was living the life.
So how does this kind of radical change? I don't know. Me, I'm like, give me an excuse to stay home. I'm happy.
I was talking to someone else today about that, and God, man, I don't know when things are going to get back to normal. I'm super frustrated.
I think it's better for you.
Stay in. Why? Why is that?
I think it's better. You're doing good.
You don't want me to go to the gym. You don't want me to go thrifting.
Yeah, I think you're fine. It's probably better headspace for you.
No, it's not. Way worse. I've never been more volatile, man.
Oh, really? Listeners of episode 300 have witnessed that.
Yeah. That just proves it. Not happy. And finally, today they put in we're going to shut down the flights to tropical destinations. Well, you should have done that fucking 6 months ago.
I know it.
These jerk-offs that need to go on vacation still during a pandemic. You're wasting my time.
Like I said, my town is in this situation.
And they're down the street from you. You got ground zero down the street from your house.
Yeah. It's one international traveler.
Has that got any worse?
Well,
sorry. I don't think it could have.
Yeah, I don't. We've been off, and I don't follow news when I'm off because we're just knocked over the head with it while we're at work. So when I'm off, I'm just. Although I do watch CNN, I can't help it. But, but that's local news.
CNN's good news.
No, I stay away from local news. And I've been maxing out the reserves here for groceries and maxing out. That might not be.
What does that mean?
I'm using my reserves, my grocery reserves, trying not to go out because if you guys didn't hear, the super virulent strain of it had a major outbreak here, and so I'm like, there's no way the people that worked right there down the road didn't shop at my grocery store and my drugstore and all that. So I was trying to
just shop out of town. A little bit. Road trip.
I got, I
come down to Durham, man. We're like 50 cases a day. I don't know, whatever it is. Nothing's going on here.
It's fine. Everyone's fine. We're fine.
And stop doing that Uber Eat delivery thing. It's not safe. God knows where these drivers have been.
I use Skip the Dishes.
Same thing. Same company, dude.
What difference is it? They bring the stuff and I wipe it all down.
No.
I do.
I'm not saying you don't wipe it down. I'm saying it's still not. Just go get it. Just do groceries, make your own food. That's the best way to do it.
Now, support your local restaurants too. They need help. I only do that if the place I'm ordering from is across town because I don't like driving across town. I'd rather pay someone the $6 to bring it to me. I don't know why that upsets you. If you do want to,
I didn't say it upset me. I'm just saying there's better ways to do it.
If you want
I don't want someone tossing my, you got to deal with people who made the food, touching it, and deal with the delivery guy.
How many times? Well, not going to get into it, but I've seen Joe mange plenty of takeout and McDonald's while at work. But if you want me to give a very big description of the pizza that I've ordered from across town, I can do that for you.
That's not very interesting.
All right.
That was a very enjoyable episode.
By the way, did you listen to the latest Retro Fandango? They did congratulate us on the 300th episode, kinda. So thanks, guys, for that.
Did it download in my podcast?
I've only listened to the first half so far, but they might have been aware of a certain volatility you shot at them last episode out of the blue, or part of their team.
I don't remember any of that.
No, you're in a blind rage.
Listen, if Kevin's still listening, he knows that I like Kevin.
Yeah. Hey, I want to give a special shout out to Kevin as well, Barrett on Mars, who appeared on the Vinyl Show last week. If you haven't checked that out, he bashed his head in the middle of our recording, bleeding from his head, and he managed to stick through to the entire episode, stayed with us for the entire 2 hours, despite this major gash in his head. So kudos to Kevin for that. I appreciate him. You got to check out that clip, dude. Last vinyl collection show, around the 43-minute mark, he reappears on camera with a major head injury. Head wound Harry. Massive head wound Harry. Remember that sketch?
Just clip it for me and throw it up on TikTok.
TikTok, sure. Yeah. Well, I put it on the old Twitter there if you want to
follow. You can follow us on TikTok too.
Yeah, follow us on TikTok at what would our TikTok name be? Would it be STCPod again, or
whatever?
Yeah. Something.
Yeah, because I would never have a TikTok account.
I think you said
I'm not dancing on TikTok for anybody.
You said you would never appear on YouTube as well.
I never said that.
Okay.
I said I was hesitant to do it.
Well, check Joe out over on YouTube. I don't know what his channel is called this week, to be honest with you.
I don't know what I called it this because I changed it again.
Oh my God.
Just kidding, I didn't. Go to video games and collectibles for the time being. And fucking sub, because I'm sick of getting one sub a day.
Man, you should be so happy with one sub a day. That is awesome.
God damn. Yeah, okay.
Do you remember one sub a month? Or one sub every 6 months? And you're getting one a day? Man, that is amazing.
Man, that's real amazing.
It is. It is. But if they put video games and collectibles in the search, they're never going to find it. So what's the name of your latest video?
Oh, I just threw up a live recording of a Bruce Springsteen concert. That's all.
Okay, folks, hold on a second. I was about to end the show. Wow.
You asked me what my latest thing was.
Holy wow. The most original search for that. YouTube. Show me the most original freaking YouTube channel on the planet. Are you kidding me? Now he's doing bootleg recordings.
It's not bootleg. It's one that I've had for years, but it's my favorite. It's my favorite live recording of one of his concerts.
Wow. Where'd you get the idea to do that?
Winterland, man. 1970 something. It's right one of the last shows the last month of Winterland when they were closing it down.
Wow. Did not see that coming, eh?
Oh, I'm surprised you didn't see that coming because
I did see it coming, to be honest with you. I'm surprised it took this long.
Watch everything else I do.
Wow. No, I haven't seen that video. I had no idea, but
it's not a video. It's just listening for music.
Wow. You should start up the tape collection and have 3 of your tape buddies on.
That's a lot of work.
Dude, can you sit there and come up with an original idea?
Is there such a thing anymore?
I swear to God.
Is your idea original?
Your next video, you will have like a long wig on with your beard and introducing your favorite live albums.
Is your idea? What? I've shown live albums already.
What happened to video games and collectibles?
Yeah, collectibles.
My life in collecting. That was your niche.
That I'm still doing the same niche.
You know,
I collect audio cassettes and vinyl.
I bet you if I go through your description, you would have copied some part of one of my descriptions as well.
No, so I don't want people to fall asleep.
You know what? I actually, I got an email saying, hey, your friend just put up a new eBay listing or whatever. You know, when the people you follow put up new eBay listings. So I check it out. Joe put up a new eBay listing.
No,
I click on the description.
How long ago was this?
I click on the description and Joe has word for word the disclaimer I put in my ads.
Yeah,
word for come up with your own shit.
Why would I waste my time for something meaningless like that? I got better things to do.
I have like a full paragraph of words that I crafted.
Yeah, and I had I've had multiple paragraphs that I've put on my page.
So use those.
This.
Well,
who cares? Well, the show was going good till you attacked me.
Who's being attacked?
Goodbye. I gotta go play some Stardew Valley here and calm down. I gotta get back into the Zen.
Be original. That's all I'm saying.
Be supportive. That's all I'm saying. Support your friends for a change.
Find Joe. Find Joe on Twitter at AC Decepticon. You can find me on Twitter at STCPod and subscribe to this YouTube channel. Start to continue. Same
you're gonna make it.
Same for Instagram. And if you like what's on here, go over to Video Games and Collectibles starring Joe. Because
it's just me. It's a one-man show.
Oh, thanks everybody. I appreciate you guys. Thanks for coming by. Thanks in the chat for sticking with us. That was a fun show. We'll see you next time for STC Pod 302 coming at you very soon. Joe hates it when I talk like this, but that means we're signing it off and saying goodbye. Thanks everyone. We'll see you next time. Why don't you say it for once, Joe?
I said it plenty of times. Post it and post it.